Welcome to our first ever virtual Prospective Student Open House and Magnet Showcase. We are truly happy to have you here to learn more about our magnificent school and all the opportunities we offer to families. This year's theme is Innovative Instruction and Engagement in Every Environment. Despite the pandemic, our teachers continue to provide high-quality instruction to our students daily via Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Nearpod, and many other platforms. It is our mission that academic excellence is maintained because that is what our students and families deserve, no matter what the environment. Without further ado, we will get this program started. First, I'd like to introduce my administrative team. Mr. Sean Feinberg, Associate Principal. Mr. Ed Hunter, Associate Principal. And Dr. Lewis Moore, Associate Principal. These three gentlemen and I work together to make knowledgeable and caring decisions to guarantee that our teachers and students have exactly what they need to foster high-quality learning. Along with our administrative team, I'd like to introduce to you our counselors. They are Ms. Erica LeVay, Senior Counselor, Mr. Sean Borders, Junior Counselor, and Mr. John Pierre LaFleur, Sophomore Counselor. And last but not least, our freshman counselor, Ms. Tiffany Banks. She also serves as our lead counselor in the counseling department. These individuals work closely with our parents and students daily from the time your child is accepted into Baton Rouge Magnet High School, and counselors are here to assist your family. Whether it's the questions revolve around scheduling or TOPS, each of these professionals know the answers and will direct you to the individual with the answer. For the remainder of our showcase today, I'll introduce you to our department chairs, who will provide information regarding courses and opportunities for the students at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. First up, I'd like to introduce Ms. Isabel Shirazi, our World Language Department Chair.
Hi everyone, my name is Isabel Shirazi. I am the Department Chair of the Foreign Language Department and one of the French teachers here at Baton Rouge High. We are really proud of our Foreign Language Department and the accomplishment of our students. Here at Baton Rouge High, we offer 6 different languages: Chinese, Latin, Greek, French, Spanish, and German. Our school is diverse, and so is our department. Many of our teachers are native speakers or spend some years abroad learning the language they teach. Baton Rouge High offers regular, advanced, and honor foreign language classes, as well as AP classes. While the state requires 2 years of the same foreign language in order to graduate, we strongly encourage our students to continue with the foreign language studies, as many top college requires or look more favorably on the student with 3 or 4 of a foreign language study. Students who complete level 4 can communicate fluently and read what a native speaker reads. They will also earn the seal of biliteracy on their high school diploma. AP classes are taught following a set curriculum by the College Board, and students who make a qualifying score on the AP test at the end of the course will receive not only high school credit, but college credit as well. Many of our students score above the national average on AP exams. This helps them to earn scholarships, and it looks good on all college applications. Students are also encouraged to be an active member or serve as an officer in our foreign language clubs. Our clubs give students even more opportunities to learn about other cultures, and students who choose to run for office will learn valuable leadership skills. Our clubs often go to state convention, and in the past, students have won many contests, including scholarships to study in other countries. We are very happy to have your child in our program and hope to make the experience learning another language a fun and exciting journey. Thank you and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Shirazi. Thank you, Ms. Shirazi. Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Sarah Kirkpatrick, our English Department Chair.
One minute. Good morning. I'm Sarah Kirkpatrick. I'm pleased to be here with you on behalf of our excellent English department. In our department, we offer traditional level on all 4 levels, but then we also have 10th and 9th grade. We have honors, and we have AP in 11th and 12th grade. Our AP scores are regularly well above the national average, and we are very pleased and proud of that. We, in the 10th grade and 9th grade, we focus on AR and reading skills and beginning research skills, which are honed in our 12th and 11th grade classes. We also offer electives. We have publications, which publishes our yearbook. We have creative writing, and we have African American literature. We're also exceedingly proud of our AP Capstone program. This is a program that offers courses in advanced research, writing, and presentation skills. There are 2 courses here, AP Seminar and AP Research. In AP Seminar, students use the skills that they need, learn the skills that they need to successfully develop their own research project in AP Research, where they conduct their own methods and produce their own research project and present it and defend it. So we have those 2 courses, along with 4 AP courses of students' own choosing, represent the AP Capstone Diploma, which is an excellent opportunity for students to showcase their advanced skills and let colleges know that they are ready to meet the challenges of the university level. We hope that you have a wonderful experience here. We have an exceedingly strong English department, and we're very happy to welcome you.
Thank you, Ms. Kirkpatrick. Next, I'd like to introduce Mr. Frazier, our Orchestra Department Chairperson. Mr. Frazier?
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Mr. Frazier, and I am the orchestra director here at Baton Rouge High. I am very happy and pleased to say that I've been a part of this great faculty for the past 17 years of my teaching career. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Fortenberry and Ms. McCann for allowing us to present our programs in this way. Our programs here are excellent. I am the orchestra director, and I'm in charge of teaching intermediate orchestra and advanced orchestra. In intermediate orchestra, our students develop the skills necessary to become a competitive orchestra musician. We focus a lot on the improvement, basic skills, things kids may need to improve on before they're ready to perform with the advanced orchestra. With the advanced orchestra, we perform professional level literature. We compete in competitions across the nation and locally also. Our kids have been very successful through the years, consistently making sweepstakes ratings at festival, and just very overall proud of them and looking forward to you and your students adding to our program. Now, there are several benefits to taking orchestra. I'll be very brief with this. However, your kids end up developing skills such as linear thinking, critical thinking, analytical skills, teamwork. They develop friendship and a family atmosphere. And most of all, they develop an opportunity for scholarship. Our students graduate earning honors in orchestra, and they get massive scholarships for college. So if you are interested in learning how to play one of these beautiful instruments, please let your child take their chance in orchestra. Have a little short presentation to back up what we're talking about. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Frazier. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to introduce you to Miss Rebecca Acosta. She is our dance department chairperson. Ms. Acosta.
Good morning. I'm Rebecca Acosta. I'm the director of the dance program here at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. This is my 7th year here at Baton Rouge High, and although it has been a little bit of a different start, I am very excited about the rest of the year. The dance program here is a ballet-based program. So ballet technique is the ABCs of all dance. If a student is looking to go to college for dance or like a musical theater program, then you must first take a ballet class and then other genres. And we have 5 levels here at Baton Rouge High. We have dance 1 through 5. In dance 1 and 2, we focus mainly on ballet technique with some student choreography at the end of the semester. In dance 3, 4, and 5, we spend most of our time on choreography. However, we do continue our ballet technique throughout all 5 levels. Ballet 1 and 2 are PE credits. So your student can take ballet instead of general PE, but dance 3, 4, and 5 are art electives. Boys, we're always looking for boys to join ballet. It does give them flexibility, agility, and partnering technique. Also, I would like to point out that in the fall, dance 3, 4, and 5 do a performance with our orchestra, which I'm going to show you a clip of in just a minute. We also have a spring dance concert, and in that dance concert, every person in the dance program will perform. So also wanted to point out that anyone that's headed for Broadway, for musical theater, dance is a big part of the audition process. You must take a dance class first, a ballet class first, before you audition for singing or acting. So I hope to see some musical theater students. I would now like to show you last year's performance with the orchestra. This is my dance 4 and 5. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Acosta. That was excellent. Now I'd like to introduce to you Mrs. Cow, our Science Department Chairperson.
Good morning, parents. I'm Lai Gao. I'm Science Department Chair and I'm teaching AP Physics. It's good to meet all of you virtually, and we wish you were here so you will see how we were doing and how special our Science Department is. Okay, for our science, we offer students a variety of courses all the way from physical science, biology, regular, biology 1 honor, all the way to AP biology. And then chemistry, we have chemistry honor, chemistry regular, and AP chemistry. And then environmental science, and then physics. We have physics regular, and then we have 4 different levels of AP physics. Okay, AP Physics 1, AP Physics 2, AP Physics E&M, and mechanics. And the only one school in EBR offer this level of AP Physics, and maybe for the whole state of Louisiana. People may not know the city of Baton Rouge, but they definitely will know Baton Rouge Magnet High School, because anywhere you go, if you ask them, what is a Baton Rouge Magnet High School, they would tell you how special our student is in all competition. It's not just in state, but at the national level. So our AP courses is taught by AP teacher and actually an AP reader and AP consultant. So we know material. We did not put the courses there for the transcript, but it means a lot. I mean, our kids is ready for college, regardless wherever they go, Ivy League school or state university. As you see it this weekend, on the newspaper, The Advocate, you see we have a lot of students take 4 pages with their accomplishment. So I would like to, you see Emily, 4 years ago, Emily, just like a freshman, just like your daughter and your son right now. She confused. She doesn't know what Baton Rouge High is about. Very shy, come to us from the middle school. But when she comes to us, she feels comfortable because we, science teacher, give them opportunity. We groom them. We not just teach them the knowledge, but we want them to become a whole, a better kids, a better student. And we teach them become the problem solver. We don't want them to cry and why. But I would say that. I would not say, okay, go to Baton Rouge High. You will have a good time. You have a good grade. That's easy. That would be funny. Ha, ha, ha. That's a liar. Okay. Go to Baton Rouge High. We love to teach and we love your kids to excel, and we help them to excel. So parents and 8th grader, if you happen to listen, we love you and we want you to be here. And by 4 years, your picture will be here. Your parents will be proud of you. We love you and we hope to see you next year. Thank you, parents.
And thank you, Miss Cow. We love our Miss Cow. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. William McGibney, our band director.
Good morning. Thank you, Ms. McCann. My name is B.J. McGibney. I'm the director of bands here at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. And I just want to say a couple of things to let you know the great things that are going on here at our program with our school. We have AP Music Theory. That is for students that are usually at the junior and senior level. It's taught at a freshman or going into the sophomore college level credit. It gives the students an opportunity to gain college credit, and especially if they're going on to do something in music, it gets their foot in the door with getting some things with music theory in place with that. We also have a jazz band, and the jazz band has a great tradition here. We usually go to the Loyola Jazz Festival and other festivals and performances, basically looking to perform there, and we've always come away with high scores and done very well. Very proud of our students with what's going on in the jazz program. We also have a music and technology with improvisation class. This is where students can develop their jazz skills in a smaller jazz combo setting, as well as learn some studio recording technology skills. And again, that's in a smaller group setting with the jazz. Then we also have Symphonic Winds 1 and 2. These are our concert symphonic groups. I'm very proud of these groups as well. The Concert Symphonic Winds 2, which is the group that usually has more of the freshmen and incoming freshmen in that ensemble. has grown from when I first got here. This is my 4th year now. It started out with 10 students, and currently we have 41 enrolled. So the growth is going on there, as well as the musicianship and growth. Our Symphonic Winds 1 group earned sweepstakes top scores at District Festival back in March. And that had been a little while since we had done that, but very proud of what's going on with the students and the work that they're doing as well. We're here to create music. This is the Performing Arts Magnet. And as I tell students, we make a commitment to excellence in all that we do. Thank you. And I look forward to seeing you and meeting you as well.
Thank you, BJ. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Jordan Boudreau, our Social Studies Department Chair.
I'm good. Hi, good morning. I am Jordan Boudreau. I am the department head for social studies. I teach APUSH here. And I really just want to take a couple minutes this morning and kind of brag on our department, our teachers, and all the opportunities that we can offer your child. That starting in our department, when your child hopefully attends here, they'll end their career with at least 2 AP classes just through the history department. We offer so many of them. 9th graders can begin their career with AP Human Geography. Last year, we had a 75% pass rate, which is just amazing. We have such amazing teachers in our department. The national average was 50%, so that kind of gives you a little idea of what I'm talking about when I say that they are amazing. If your child isn't quite ready to take an AP class, we have great on-level traditional classes. We have a wonderful teacher, Ms. Denson, who has worked really hard to create a project called Geo Journey, where it's basically a world showcase that the freshmen will complete. So really, really wonderful. And then continuing, each year they have even more opportunities. As sophomores, they're actually required to take an AP course. They can take a year-long AP Government or AP Gov and Comparative. And again, my kind of theme of my speech is just bragging on these teachers that they do such an amazing job preparing students who may not quite be ready in August to take and pass that test by May. Moving into their junior year, you have APUSH. That's what I teach. That, oh, it's such a pretty picture too. Do I keep talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm not sure where that froze, but the moral of what I had been saying is that we have absolutely amazing teachers, whether it's freshman teachers or sophomore. Junior year, they have the option to take APUSH. We have regular U.S. history. Those teachers are going to prepare your child to take the AP test, to take the LEAP 2025 test. Senior year, they can take AP World or AP Euro. Again, that when they finish this high school career in social studies, they'll have at least 2 AP courses that they've taken their sophomore year, and then of course in their senior year. We have an amazing department. They're working so hard right now, teaching students, getting them ready virtually, that I highly, highly recommend Baton Rouge High, and they're going to get a great social studies education through our department. And I hope to see you guys soon. I'll see you junior year, but we'll have amazing teachers for y'all in 9th grade. So y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Ms. Boudreau. Next, I'd like to introduce Ms. Hall, our Math Department Chair.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. My name is Margaret Hall, and I am the department chair, the Math Department Chair. Just a few things I want to tell you about, starting with the courses that we offer. So this is always a big question. We have a lot of freshmen coming in on different levels. And I just want to let you know that there's this great little flow chart that you can find on the BRMHS website under helpful links. It's actually within the course offerings, the course directory. This is our traditional graduation progression. And this is where students can start with Algebra 1 and then progress through the 4 primary math classes all the way through advanced math. We even have some students that will take geometry and Algebra 2 concurrently, especially those students who might be trying to get to some more advanced level math courses a little quicker or before their senior year. And there's a second flow chart that is also available in the course directory. And this shows the path of what the students can take after advanced math. And one thing that we're very proud of is that we've continued to grow our course offerings. We are now offering a multivariable calculus, which is Calculus 3. We also offer classes such as statistics and discrete math for students who want to go beyond just those core 4 or maybe even outside of the calculus realm and try that out. So we do have a lot of course offerings here at Baton Rouge High that can help your student expand that math brain that we're so proud of around here. One of our prides of the math department is the Mu Alpha Theta Club. The Mu Alpha Theta Club is our math club where students will meet after school a couple of times and they prepare for math competitions, which are held on the weekends at various schools throughout the state. And one thing that we are very proud of with Mu Alpha Theta is our longstanding history of winning sweepstakes at the state convention every year. So we have a very strong club. The kids have a really good time with it, just getting together and getting to share their love of math, which is great. A couple of other things I want to share with you. Of course, we are in a very strange time right now with virtual learning. And I want you to know that we are here to help your students. So communication is such a key factor, and we are here to help you. So especially with the virtual learning, I always encourage the students, encourage the parents to reach out to their math teachers, whether it be about with what we have going on right now. It might be a tech issue. It might be content that they have a question about. It might be tutoring. And I want you to know that we are here to help your students. So if they are not ones that are looking to go all the way to Calculus 3, but they are strong students and they just need a little extra help, we are here for them. We have many math teachers that are available after school for tutoring, whether that be currently right now, we're doing virtual tutoring, which is a whole new world for all of us. But I want you to know that we are here to help your student. And we want them to be successful, especially on those entry-level math classes when it comes time for the LEAP 2025, preparing them for the ACT. We want to help them prepare to do their best. So please make sure that whatever path your child may be taking, that you have a good communication with your teacher. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions, especially when it comes to all of these courses that we offer. I'm happy to help you decide what the best path is for your student to help them to be successful. As Ms. Cal said, we have a lot of students that have made the newspaper for National Merit Honors, and we want to help your child to grow in those areas. So we have AP classes to offer, we have regular courses to offer, and we're here to help your child to be the most successful student they can be here at Baton Rouge High. So we hope to see you next year, all of you 8th graders, and help you to be very successful and have those great math minds at work. Thank you all for joining. Have a great day.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Thank you very much. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Davita Parker, our Career and Technical Education Department Chair.
I'm ready. Good morning. My name is Davita Parker, and I would like to take this time to just share with you what our CATE department has to offer here at Baton Rouge High. And the CATE department is our career and technical education. Currently, we're offering and drafting. We have Architecture 2 drafting, we have 1, and then we have 3 and 4, which is the civil engineering architecture. We have Computer Science 1 and 2, and AP as well. We have accounting, record keeping. We're doing principles of business and entrepreneurship. And with that class, we have it tied into our school-based enterprise, which is Bulldog Bites. And it's actually a school store that's set up where the students can come in and buy school supplies. And we have some little treats or snacks that they can get, as well as we have the Bulldog Bites cookie business that we're running. And that's where we sell our cookies on the first and lunch shifts. And we have the students come in and they run it just as if they were the employees. They come in, fill out applications, have mock interviews, and then they're required to work. And they take on the role as employees of Bulldog Bites, as well as our entrepreneurship students are the managers. And they also go down and sell. And then that's where we tie it in with our record keeping class that we offer in accounting, where they handle all the money transactions. So they do it from start to finish. And that's really good for them because they learn how to be employees, what it takes to stay on the job. And then on the management side of it, they learn how to have employees, what they should do. And they do have times when they get, have to do write-ups and things of that nature. So we think it's a really wonderful experience for the students. So that is ran again through our Principles of Business and our entrepreneurship class. Then we also offer, which I teach, is business law and web design. Now, business law, we have a unique program with that as well, where we're partnered somewhat with LSU's law school, and we've had Loyola, where we have the law students come in. They need volunteer hours, so they come in and teach lessons to the students like once a week. And it's very, very fun for them. This is a new person to come in that's more their age, just a few years older. So they really enjoy that. And they're able to learn from them as well as ask them questions, because we do have students that are thinking about going to law school. And then toward the end of the semester, they often bring in a law professor that comes in and kind of explains things to them as well. And they're able to ask questions. And then we also offer personal finance. And with our CATE department, we also have industry-based certifications that the students can earn. We're currently offering industry-based certifications in accounting, where they can do the Microsoft Office, that's Excel, PowerPoint, and Word. And then through web design, they can get a CIW certification, which is a certified internet web professional, and there's 4 of those that they can receive. And then through our Principles of Business class, we offer our customer service certification. So that's in addition to, they have those on their high school diplomas as industry-based certifications. And then lastly, we also encourage our students. We have a business club that's called DECA, our Distributive Education Club, which is really wonderful. We go to state and we compete at the international level as well. So we encourage the students who are in the business classes or CATE classes to kind of participate in that. And it's a lot of information for them. They learn a lot and they get to interact with other students from other schools here in the state as well as international when we get to that level. So I just encourage you all to consider Baton Rouge High as your school of choice. We look forward to having you. And when you come, please take a class in the CATE department. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Parker. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Kristen Panwan, our Traditional Theater Department Chair.
Hi, good morning. My name is Kristen Panwan, and I'm the traditional theater teacher here. We are so proud to have one of the most extensive theater departments in the entire state. We offer 4 types of theater: traditional 1 through 4, and talented 1 through 4. Classes 2 through 4 have productions in our black box. We also have 4 amazing theater spaces. We have a gorgeous proscenium arch stage located in our auditorium. We have 2 black boxes that are smaller, more personal theater spaces, and that's where the class performances take place. We also have an outdoor amphitheater. At Baton Rouge High, we don't just focus on performing. We focus on your child becoming a more effective communicator, because not every child is going to go on to pursue a career in theater, but every student is going to have to do a presentation in class, go on a college interview or a job interview. And this prepares them with those skills and presenting themselves to others. And it builds self-confidence. We actually had 2 students last year win state for Louisiana in theater scene performance. Some of our students take a trip to the Fringe Festival in Scotland. That's an opportunity that we offer. Typically, we have a fall play and a spring musical in our auditorium. However, our production schedule is currently on hold due to the pandemic. We are going to be doing some performing this year that we record and provide a link so that people can watch it virtually. It's an opportunity for the kids to perform. But I want to remind you that we're not just creating performers at Baton Rouge High. We're creating more confident students, whole students, and more effective communicators. We hope to see you either as a student or an audience member with us at Baton Rouge High. Look forward to meeting you. Take care.
Thank you, Ms. Panwan. I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Emily Defoe, our Choral Department Chair.
Hi, my name is Emily Defoe, and I'm very proud to be the choir director here at Baton Rouge High. We have an award-winning choir program here for many years. We have many students who've been in all-state, all-district honor choirs throughout the years, and we've got many students from our choir program who have gone on to have music careers of their own, whether it's on Broadway or in education at the college level. So we're very proud of that and proud of the legacy of this choir program. Our choirs perform throughout the community. We've performed with the Baton Rouge Symphony many times, at the Nutcracker, in other smaller performances throughout the community to spread our love of music. We perform at local and national music competitions, and we've even traveled abroad to Europe and different music festivals around the world. So we do perform in many different places and ways. Throughout the school year, we normally have several large concerts, all of which are sort of different and different themes, different locations. As Ms. Panwan said, obviously our year is a little bit on hold as it is around the world, but we will get back to that soon. And traditionally, we do have lots of concerts throughout the year, and all of our choir members are involved in those. We always perform music from a wide variety of genres. It is my hope that all of my students will be well-rounded musicians by the time they graduate, that have the opportunity to do many different things with what they learn here and with their voice and their musicianship in the future. We have lots of opportunities for solo singing and for honor choirs. We've got all-state honor choir, district honor choir, possibly all-parish honor choir in the future. So there's lots of individual opportunities as well as the team choir component to our class. We do have many levels of choir. We start with a complete beginner, someone who's never really sung before or read music. I will teach them. I would love to have any beginners. And then we go up to pretty much a mastery level with our festival singers, which is our top choir. And they're the ones who get the most opportunities to perform and to show off their craft. All the choirs except beginning choir are auditioned, and what we're looking for are students who not only have vocal technique and talent in that way, but also have the intellectual skills such as music theory and music reading to be in some of the higher level choirs. And of course, if they don't already know how to do those things, again, beginning choir is where they'll start to learn those things and develop over the years. But those are very important components. Again, not only performing, but being able to read music, being able to know the depth of the music, and being able to be intelligent and independent musicians in the future, no matter where they take their musicianship. That's extremely important to us in the choir department. One unique thing we have is a handbell choir. Not every choir department around Baton Rouge has that. We're one of the only ones. And handbells are a really wonderful way to practice music in a different way, to learn reading music really, really well, and to just get to do something instrumental for the vocalists who normally don't get to. And again, it just helps be more well-rounded, and it's really fun too. So that's a really great thing that we have. And last year, our handbell choir, besides performing at several places around town and at our concerts, we actually got to perform at the governor's mansion for the governor's Christmas party last year. And so that was extremely fun and a great honor for us. So we do have a tradition of excellence that's gone on for many, many years. We definitely want to continue it into the future. And so we need you. We need new students who are talented, who are enthusiastic, who love to sing or think they will love to sing, and who want to hone their craft in a really beautiful way with lots of other students together. So we need you. We do have a YouTube channel already, so if you want to check it out and see some of our performances from last year, besides the one that I'm going to show you in just a second, all you have to do is search for BRMHS Choral Department, and make sure it's choral with an H, CHORAL. So BRMHS Choral Department is our YouTube channel, and check it out. Again, a wide variety of performances, but the one I'm going to show you today is from last year. It's one of our advanced choirs, and they're singing a piece called Jubilate Deo at our large ensemble assessment, where they won sweepstakes, superior awards, and so I hope that you enjoy this performance.
Thank you, Ms. Defoe, for continuing the legacy of excellence with our choir. Now I'd like to introduce you to Coach Dana Kahn, our athletic director.
Hey, hi guys. Welcome to Baton Rouge High. I would like to speak with you regarding our PE department and our athletic department here at Baton Rouge High. I'll start with PE. We offer 7 PE alternatives. We offer mindfulness this year, which is incorporating yoga and Pilates. We have tennis class for PE. We offer golf PE, weightlifting PE, gymnastics PE, traditional block PE, and we have sports-specific PE for wrestling, volleyball, and girls and boys soccer. all of these do a great job of getting our kids incorporated and learning different skills and fundamentals involved in these sports. And it's a great way for the kids to learn the sport without having to be on the team. Our athletic department, we have 23 sports here. 24. We just added esports this year, and that's pretty exciting. We have, I think, over 80 students involved in that sport program, and we're looking forward to getting that up and running and kicked off and seeing where that goes. We offer every non-traditional sport, including soccer is still considered a non-traditional sport, and we have in the past, since we've become a magnet, we've got 92 state championships within our sports program. So we strive for excellence in the athletics here as well as academics. And that's it. You know, we're excited to have your kids here. We're excited for them to be a part of our sports programs, our PE department. And yes, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Coach Kahn. Now, we always say that we save the best for last, and I'd like to introduce a very special member of our faculty, Mr. Mike Esnault, our piano director.
Good morning, parents. It's a pleasure to be here. Welcome to this brief presentation. My name is Mike Esnault. I've taught at Baton Rouge High. This is my 22nd year. And I teach talented music as well as the regular piano levels 3 through 5. And I thought I might start with just the piano program, which has a long, wonderful tradition. And I'd like to tell you what we offer. So we're very proud here to be able to offer students various levels of piano instruction from the very beginning, piano level 1, all the way through level 5. So piano levels 1 through 2, that is taught by my wonderful colleague, Miss Emily Ball. And these are for students who have little or no experience with piano, so they can just jump right in and learn the basics of playing piano. Then the levels 3 through 5, those are by audition, and that's for students who have either completed the requirements of piano level 2, or for those who have some experience in piano, they can audition and just see if they're qualified to be in those levels. Regardless of the level, whether it's the beginning or more advanced, Ms. Ball and myself, we are working with the students on all the fundamentals of music that you can just continuously get better at. So we're teaching them all the things like piano technique, sight reading, theory, ear training, repertoire, history, all those wonderful things. The upper level pianos, 3 through 5, we do recitals. And we were very excited last year with the help of our wonderful principal, Ms. McCann. We have a new concert grand piano in the auditorium, and we used it last year. And let me tell you, the students loved it. I love it as a pianist. It's a wonderful instrument. So we're very excited about that. Talented music. So I also teach talented music along with some of my other talented music colleagues. And what is that about? That's more advanced instruction, perhaps in classical music, or what I consider, I guess, more contemporary aspects of music like jazz, improvisation, learning how to play blues, learning how to play in a band, play in church, all of these sort of practical everyday experiences that musicians, opportunities that they might have to get them better equipped to do that sort of thing. In addition to that, I like to teach the students composition, film composing, arranging, learning how to write for an orchestra or any sort of other setting, learning how to be a studio musician. That's what this equipment's for. And let's see, what else? I'd like to just mention that, our legacy here at Baton Rouge High with musicianship is just through the roof. And I mean, just yesterday, I opened up got this in the mail, and that guy right there, Jacob Dupree, an alumni, I'm pointing in the wrong direction. Jacob Dupree is an alumni of this program. He is the keyboard artist for Sweetwater Sound, the largest music retailer in the world, and he's their keyboard guy. And yes, he learned a lot of that stuff from us. One of our students last year, graduate of last year, Seth Finch, he has got a wonderful, very generous scholarship to Juilliard School of Music. I'm sure you've heard of that place. That's the kind of student that we produce here. So very proud to be part of this tradition, this legacy of excellence. And continuing with that idea, I'm going to present to you a short presentation of one of our current students, Miss Savannah Gerard. She's going to play and she only started this maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is a wonderful piece by Claude Debussy, and I hope you enjoy this. Let's see here.
Thank you, Mr. Esnault, so much. We appreciate it. And it's great to see our students showcase, talent showcase. Turn off the volume. So good morning and welcome. My name is Ms. Fortenberry. I served as the Magna Site Coordinator here at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Very important. Hopefully you enjoyed all the talent, hearing from our wonderful department chair. And now let's get down to the brass tacks of it, you all. I'd like to really go over those key things that you as parents would like to know in order to make sure that your student has the information completed and ready to start the process here at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. So the 2020-21 magnet application process, as everyone has mentioned previously, because we are at a different point, it's going to look a little bit different. So I'd like you all to pay attention to these details. So some things you should know before you begin. Make sure you have a valid email address. All information related to your application will be sent there. Next, make sure you have a computer, scanner, smartphone, and a printer. This information is vital so that if you choose not to, you don't have to come up to the school to be in our presence. You can scan all of your documents and send them over to the school. Next, if your student is a part of East Baton Rouge Parish and you know their student ID number, you are allowed to put it in. If you don't know it, it's fine. You can still complete an application. Next, you have 72 hours from start to finish to complete an application. After that, you have 72 hours to come and either scan your items into the computer or bring them up to Baton Rouge Magnet High School. The official application period starts October 5th, 2020 at 12 a.m. You do not have to wake up at 12 a.m. to start your application, but if you'd like to, you can. The application period officially ends on December 2nd. How do you access the application? You can go to www.ebrmagnet.org. We'd love for you to go there today because we also have a new website that has been specifically designed for this year's application process. There you can find the Magnet Showcase times as well as information. You'll see testimonials from some of our parents and teachers. So please visit www.ebrmagnet.org. Next, you're going to need your students' final report cards for the school years 2018, 2019, 2019, and 2020. In addition, you'll need 2 proofs of residency. We're going to need a mortgage or lease, an electric bill, a water bill, or a residential phone line. These are the items that can be accepted when you submit an application. Finally, the best way to contact Ms. Fortenberry is by email. Although we don't have students here every day, there are many times that I'm out of the office working with other individuals on campus. However, if you email me, I will get back to you the very same day, unless it's the weekend. We all need time off right now. Key things to note. You must complete an application even though your child is currently enrolled in a magnet school. So if your student attends Sherwood Middle Magnet, McKinley Middle Magnet, Woodlawn Middle Magnet, Mayfair Lab, any of those middle school magnet schools, you are still required to complete an application. Without an application, the student will not be considered. Next, be sure to have current proofs of residency. When you submit your application to the school, those proofs of residency should be for the current month. So they should be for October 2020, November 2020, or December 2020. These last 2 items are key so that we can remain in good communication with one another. First, list a number that is working and that you can be reached at during the day between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Make sure it's a number that you're going to answer and you have access to. Finally, most important, very, 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 very important. I'm hoping you're hearing this. List an email that you actually check. So don't list the email from college. List the one that you check daily. I know for some of you that cannot be your work email, but make sure it's one that you check and check regularly. So if there's something you need to submit or something you need to do, you'll be able to find that information. Again, to the email, you're going to get 2 types of emails from me. The first is there is still required information missing. If you get an email of this caliber, please try to respond via email to me, or you can bring it up to the school. Second, you might get a lovely email the very first time out. You scanned everything, you've submitted everything, and you'll get an email that says your application has been successfully submitted and is being processed. So make sure you check your email and your dashboard through the application portal. Big question. Here you see a ball with everyone inside of it. We have a lottery every year. Who goes into the lottery? All students that are not East Baton Rouge Magnet students. So that's private schools, parochial schools, and any student that attends an EBR school that is not a feeder school. It also includes students that are from out of state. This lottery is at random. It's done out of state. It's not done even here in Baton Rouge or Louisiana. And then we receive information back of the students that have been accepted. If your student is accepted, you will receive by mail mid-January a letter that tells you next steps. There it is right again. You will receive a letter of acceptance or denial in January. You will receive a message to accept or decline your child's seat. Registration information will follow for parents who have accepted the seat and whose child was proficient on the district's norm reference assessment. Everyone needs to know that because of the pandemic, students in EBR were not allowed to take the LEAP 2025, and therefore you don't have the test scores that we normally require. Therefore, all students are required to take the district norm reference assessment. Completing the application is first. Doing well on the district norm reference assessment is second, and then we'll tell you what the next steps are. Thank you for attending our prospective student open house. Here's my contact information. Again, my name is Ms. Fortenberry, and I serve as the Magnet Site Coordinator here at Baton Rouge High School. The number to the direct line to my office is 225-960-2636. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So now that I'm done, here comes the good part. Thank you so much for those of you that are on Facebook that are tuning in. And we're going to get down to the opportunity for our administrators and our counselors to answer questions. So we're going to invite them on the screen now. Mrs. McCann, Mrs. Banks, Mr. LaFleur, Mr. Feinberg, Mr. Moore. And as soon as Mr. Hunter gets back in, oh, there he is. Hey, Mr. Hunter. We're so glad to have you here. So what's going to happen, we're going to take questions now from the audience. So if you have a question, please share on Facebook your question related to the Magnet program. And Mr. Anderson, who you don't see in the background, who's been helping all morning to make this run so smoothly, he's going to put your question on the screen, and then we're going to do our best to answer them as quickly as possible. So one of our parents has asked, tell us something unique about this school. And anyone is open to answer that question. You can go ahead now. I guess that we'll raise our hands so we'll know who's going first. Anyone? Mr. Feinberg? Okay. Unmute your mic, Mr. Feinberg, for me, please. Okay, there you go.
One thing that's unique is that
tell us something unique about this school.
Yes, it has the most passed AP exams in the state. We have 300 more qualifying scores or passing scores on AP exams than any other school in the state of Louisiana. We're also unique because we've had more presidential scholars than any school in the state of Louisiana, public or private. And then another thing, third thing is that we have a radio station. So we're the only high school in the United States that has both an AM and FM radio station. So those are three very unique things.
And Miss McCann, I saw your hand raised. If you could tell us something unique about the school, I'd appreciate.
Well, we have 1,600 students at our school, and we are just, we have students from all over the world who attend here. So it's like the United Nations. So that's very unique. We have 75 clubs and organizations, and our students represent organizations throughout our community. That's very unique.
Anyone else tell us something unique about the school you'd like to share? Yes, Miss Banks.
There it is. I'm unmuted now. What is unique about Baton Rouge High, I'm going to just talk about the counseling department, is that your student will have the counselor, grade level counselor, follow them 2 years. So as your student enter as a freshman, they will also have that same counselor their sophomore year. When they become a junior, senior, they will have that counselor to see them through graduation. So that is very unique. That way, as a counselor, we get to know each student that comes into our school and develop a relationship.
So our next question says, how can our middle school students prepare for Baton Rouge Magnet High School, even if they are in the 6th or 7th grade? Thank you, Ms. McCann.
Well, if your middle school students are attending a middle school in EBR, then they are being prepared for Baton Rouge High, especially if they're attending Glasgow, Sherwood, or McKinley Middle. Those are primarily feeder schools, and Glasgow's not so much, but they are prepared for Baton Rouge High. If you're in a public system, your children are being prepared. We find that private school children do very well at Baton Rouge High. So I think that children should read. We believe that reading is the key to all success at Baton Rouge High. Math is always a concern. So making sure that your child is successful in math right now in middle school, and that they are doing well. And if not, they should be tutored. But those are the two things that we look at coming into Baton Rouge High, is that they're on level or above in reading, and above or on level or above in math. So those are the two things I would suggest.
Thank you, Ms. McCann. That was wonderful. Anyone else have suggestions for 6th or 7th grade students that are considering Baton Rouge Magnet High School? Ms. Banks.
Yes, it's me again. I like that the question raised 6th and 7th grade, because I often get students that are preparing in elementary school as early as 4th and 5th grade. But what I would say is just keep updates on the curriculum and see the classes that we offer here so that you can pre-prepare. I do find that a lot of students that come in from our feeder schools or that do enter Baton Rouge High have already set the stone. They come in already have receiving those credits for high school from their middle school. So if you are in a feeder school, or if your school does offer high school credits, go ahead and get a start that way, and you'll be well off on the achieving great goals at Baton Rouge High.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Banks. We have another question from the audience. Hi, my daughter is taking Algebra 2 and Geometry in 8th grade now. Will she be eligible to take Trigonometry for 9th grade? Thank you. This is a question for our counselor / Mr. Feinberg, our Associate Principal of Instruction.
She will. There is part of our requirements for moving on. We will be to demonstrate proficiency based on the state standards for proficiency on the geometry LEAP if they're in a public school. But a student, we have plenty of 9th grade students that are in advanced math. We don't call it, it's not a straight trigonometry course. The course we teach is advanced math, and they do one of the semesters they do mostly Algebra 3, and the other semester they focus on the trigonometry.
Thank you, Mr. Feinberg. I appreciate it. And Ms. Banks, is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, but if you would, I believe that progression plan is located in our course directory, but feel free, if you don't have that, send me an email, tbanks4@ebrschools.org, and I would be glad to send you that progression plan so you can see which maths that are that comes one after the other. So send me an email and I'll be glad to get you that information.
Thank you, Mrs. Banks. I appreciate it. We have another question from the audience. Can you talk about teacher-student ratio at Baton Rouge Magnet High School?
It really depends on what the subject is, but I'll tell you that in our 9th grade classes, mostly the classes are 30-1, but we do not have any discipline problems at Baton Rouge High. All of our students come to learn, and so we do have some classes that are AP that are more like 16-1, but generally our classes are 30-1. Mr. Feinberg, would you like to add to that?
Sure. I concur with Ms. McCann. Most of our classes are going to be around 30 to 1. There are talented classes, of course, are much smaller because of the talented designation to those courses, as well as a few of our most advanced AP courses. The class sizes will get a little bit smaller for those classes, but we have large classes here at Baton Rouge High, but our students do very well because they come here to learn.
Thank you, Mr. Feinberg. We have another question from our chat. Can an internet bill be used as proof of residence as well? I'm just going through which bills I currently have on hand. So really important that I review what those things are. It can be a mortgage or a lease. It can be an electric bill or a gas bill. It can be a water bill or a residential phone line bill. So even if you have services through Cox, it must be a residential phone line bills. Those are the only items that we can take. If you run into an issue, the best way to do is to get in contact with me. You can call me at 225-960-2636, or you can email me at bfortenberry@evrschools.org. Thank you so much. I currently have a child enrolled in BRMHS and will be submitting an application soon for my other daughter who's in private school. Do siblings receive any kind of preference when enrolling, or do they enter the lottery also? Everybody on this call knows this because they've been here a while. And that is, if a student is currently enrolled and they are not a senior, and the student that is coming as a freshman, then there is a sibling preference. It is important that you note that on the application, and it is taken into consideration when we go through and do the lottery. So there is something called a sibling preference, but the student must be enrolled in Baton Rouge High School and plan to be here the very next year. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to hear a different voice, possibly Mr. Moore, who has a lovely daughter here at Baton Rouge High School. And that question is, what club extracurricular activities are available for students? And I'd also like Mr. LaFleur to speak to this because both he and Mrs. Banks work closely with students, trying to make them be a part of the Baton Rouge Magnet High School family.
Wow, good morning to everyone. I don't know where to start. The unique thing about Baton Rouge High is that we offer so many clubs and activities. And so there is always something for the student to choose. And just coming to mind, there's the African American Heritage Club. We have the music club. It just goes from every spectrum you can think of. And the thing about it is that the students take the club seriously, just like they take the academics. They want to explore, they want to expand what they're doing, just more than just meeting on Wednesdays for a club. They want to do activities, they want to do community service, and capturing the students' interest and letting them have that ownership in there has them to just flourish and come up with wonderful activities and programs that develop right out of clubs. And so also with extracurricular activities, believe it or not, Baton Rouge High is an athletic school as well. No, we don't have football or basketball, but there are many different sports to participate in. And if your child excels, for example, track and field, soccer, and just nameless, we can just go through the gambit of sports and do well academically. They can receive an academic as well as an athletic scholarship just for participating in doing what they love to do.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. I'd also like to hear from Mr. LaFleur, please, about clubs and extracurricular activities.
Good morning, everyone. Great opportunity to answer questions here. I really would like to point out a couple of clubs. I'm over a few. One in particular is student council, where the students are officers of their classes, so freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors. We have 4 students that are elected as president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary. And these students actually come together for a lot of community service events, also some school programs as well. We certainly care about the social and emotional needs of the students, and the student council also tries to implement something on Friday to really get the students acclimated, not just with the academics, but also socially as well. So we'll have something that's called Fun Fridays for the students to participate in. I also would like to bring to mind our intramural as well as an activity. This is very unique to Baton Rouge High as well. Students are able to play amongst themselves here at the school, football and as well as basketball in the gym and on the field. This is really great for the students because obviously we care about the academics, but this is some sort of physical activity that can really get the students that release that is needed, and also can really cause a great balance with what's going on in the classroom. I also just wanted to point out a few more clubs, if I may. A new club this year is esports, where this is where students are actually able to play video games. They're going to be playing across the state as well as possibly the nation as well. Distinguished Young Men's Club, I'd also like to really talk about this particular club. It's something that we really try to implement for the young men. Girl Talk as well is really something that's implemented for the young ladies. Another club that comes to mind, we have so many, I could list for hours, but another club is Earth Talk. And this club is very unique for those students who are interested in growing plants, as well as students that really just care about the environment and would like for us to think more green. So those are just a few off the top of my head. And what I really want to make sure I state is this is really good for the students as well as the parents to let the counselors know what their students' interests are. And I'll be honest with you, more than likely, we have a club that can really fit your needs or fit your interests. So please feel free to reach out to us by email. My email is jlafleur@ebrschools.org, and I would welcome a conversation on these matters.
Thank you so much, Mr. LaFleur. Okay, our next question is from the chat. Go ahead. How do you go about scheduling for a student who already has 5 high school credits? And that's for anyone.
I can go ahead and answer that one. When you say study scheduling for a student, is that student registering for next year? So when they come in, look at the classes that they already have the credit for, and they possibly don't have to repeat those classes. So we'll just pick up where they leave off in that progression plan. So that's where that pupil progression plan comes in. So if they have 5 high school credits already, which is what I've seen several that come in with a pretty good record of classes that they've received credit for in their middle school. So whatever your record is coming in, if you want to sit down and talk to me about it or send me an email, I'll be more than happy to give you some guidance on what classes to schedule for the upcoming school year.
Thank you, Ms. McCann.
I just would like to say that if one of those credits is world geography, then they automatically go into AP human geography. And so that's one thing that a lot of middle schools are offering, but we want them to take the AP human geography, which is offered in the 9th grade. There are just a lot of things. We offer so many things that we would have to look at those 5 high school credits. Baton Rouge High is has a very complicated schedule. We do individual scheduling. So once you come in, it's not just like every ninth grader takes these 7 courses. We do individualized scheduling for you. So it's not just an easy scheduling for every student. We will work with you for your child.
Thank you so much. And we have one other question in the chat from the live. How do you select the student council officers if you're an incoming freshman?
We're actually doing that right now, but go ahead, Mr. LaFleur.
Great question. Sorry about that. So to answer that, what we look at is your grades from 8th grade. We're specifically looking at that GPA. It's a little difficult for you to find the teachers for the recommendations because you'd be a new student here, but we still would like for you to, try your best to get as much as you get to know as many teachers as you can as soon as you get here, of course, being a student council officer. There's an application that you would also need to fill out. And then there is a sponsor, or not just myself, but some sponsors that will be overlooking the application just to make sure that you fit the criteria in regards to attendance. And then, of course, as I stated earlier, that GPA requirement.
Thank you, Mr. LaFleur. We have a couple more questions before we go this morning. How has the school managed to keep academics and student engagement high during the pandemic? And anyone can answer this question.
Well, I'll just say this from observation of our students. The legacy of excellence is not just the motto, it's a lifestyle for our kids here. And they come here hungry and ready to learn. They're always emailing and asking teachers about assignments and what they can do to improve their grade, or that they always have their grades in mind. They always have projects in mind. Even my daughter coming here this year, she's in constant communication by email through teachers. She sits in tutoring and doesn't even need tutoring. So it's a mindset. It is a mindset that comes in. That's how we keep our kids. We don't really have to motivate them because they come self-motivated.
Well, Dr. Moore, just to add to that, we are teaching synchronously, which means we are teaching our students online and our students face-to-face all at the same time. So that is how we have, our professional development has been centered around that. All of our technology that we've bought for our teachers has been centered around that. And we have been teaching from day one synchronously. And so it doesn't matter how our students are moving in and out from the pandemic, if they have to be out for a quarantine, if they have to be out because they're sick, there is seamless. So we are keeping our academics at a high level, that there will not be any, we won't see any difference because of the pandemic, because our teachers are some of the top teachers in the state and nation, and because of the synchronous learning. Now, Mr. Feinberg, if you'd like to add to that, please do.
Yeah, in addition to the students being so great, we also have really great professional teachers who really have taken this challenge head on and have developed themselves so that they can maintain the excellence that they have provided for students throughout their entire career here at Baton Rouge High. And in addition to that, there's a culture of excellence, so the students encourage each other. Baton Rouge High, you often hear from kids that Baton Rouge High is one of the only places where it's cool to be a nerd. So they really, there's a lot of students, a lot of peer encouragement for students to do well in school. Kids don't think it's cool if a kid interrupts a virtual class. kids think that the kid who's interrupting the virtual class is, the kid that's not cool, and the kids will shut down the kids that try to disrupt class or not do what they're supposed to do, and they'll say, "Hey, we want to learn, we want to do it right, so do it right." So that's one of the big things that's kept it up for us. It's just a great environment.
Thank you all. We have one final question, and I'd actually like all of you to answer it. And the reason I'm asking all of you is you're either currently a parent or you're a parent of a student that has gone to Baton Rouge High School. And here's the question. If you're a parent and you're on the fence and you're saying, why should I choose Baton Rouge High? As someone who has worked here or even has children here or will have children here or children who graduated from here, tell me, why is Baton Rouge High the final choice for you?
I'll start if you'd like. Baton Rouge Magnet High School, this is my 19th year as principal, and we have a great team, but we have a great team of teachers. But a student who goes to Baton Rouge Magnet High School is graduating from a school with a name that will give your child an opportunity for the best scholarship, the best education. I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, we chose a star, and we went for that star, and we had a dream. And so that's what our children do, our students do at Baton Rouge High, is they all have dreams. They want to be doctors or lawyers or whatever they want to do. And so that's what we want for our students. We want to provide them that to have, get to that dream. So we provide what they need for the best scholarships, to be National Merit semifinalists, to take the AP classes and the tests, and that puts money in your pocket. You can start in college as a junior if you take the AP courses. So if you're on the fence, another thing is it doesn't cost you a tuition. It's free. We're a public school. So if you're looking for the best school in the state, one of the best schools in the nation, there is no other choice. But when you go to apply for Baton Rouge High, you put it as your first choice. And in the last 4 years, we've taken everybody who applied. And so we plan to do that again. So that's what I would say if you're on the fence.
Thank you, Ms. McCann. Anyone else? Ms. Banks, I see your hand.
Thank you. So yes, and I won't go back and repeat the things about the academics here because, of course, the Baton Rouge High speaks for itself. But I would just like to say, too, from the first day that I started to work at Baton Rouge High, and I take that compared with the student that's entering Baton Rouge High, I have felt nothing but warmth and compassion, and it feels like a family atmosphere here. So it's kind of like when you get up to work in the morning, I'm ready to start the day, off in a positive mood. So that is what we look for our students when they enter the doors, from the time that they come here until the time that they leave. I can also tell you that as far as the administration, our office are always open. We have an open door policy, and that came from Miss McCann herself. So a lot of times if the door is closed, I'm either one or two, I'm either not here or I'm actually in a session or meeting with a student. So we have where the students can feel comfortable, where they can speak to their grade level counselor if they need an administrator or whatever it may be. So once again, besides the piece of the academics, we are a warm, welcoming school. So, and that to me means a lot.
I'll speak. When I came to Baton Rouge High 18 years ago as a teacher originally, I'm from Denham Springs, and I went to Denham Springs High School, and I got to this school and experienced my first year, and I didn't know anything like this existed anywhere. It's a great school. It's a great environment, like I said, where academics come first. All the kids believe academics come first. All the parents believe academics come first. And it's where learning is fun. Learning is the focus, and learning is made fun for the kids, and it's just a great environment. for kids who want to learn. When after I got married, we moved into East Baton Rouge Parish so that my future children would have an opportunity to come to Baton Rouge High. And now I have an 8th grader as well. And of course, we're going to be applying for her to come to Baton Rouge High next year because of this environment. And same thing with Dr. Moore. His daughter is here now because he came to Baton Rouge High and he saw this environment and how wonderful it is for kids who are really interested in learning and having fun learning. And the kids are just smiling all the time. There was a group of charter school people that came and toured our school. That they're from New York City, and I gave them a tour. And we were walking through the courtyard, and we made it back to the front of the school, and we're saying goodbye. And he said the one thing that struck him about this school is that all the kids are smiling all the time, and it just shows how happy all the kids are. And that's why I'm choosing Baton Rouge High, and that's why you should choose Baton Rouge High as a parent.
Thank you so much, Mr. Feinberg. Mr. LaFleur, Mr. Moore, who's up next?
I can go if Dr. Moore doesn't mind. Thank you, sir. So I can definitely say, as an alumni of this school, I finished with the class of 2009, which wasn't too long ago. So from a student's perspective, as well as just as now a member of the staff, there is no other choice than Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Of course, we have the academics, but what I really want to hound on or really focus on is the opportunities that the students have access to being students here. Not only that, but the focus of looking at the whole student, the full well-being of each and every student. We care about what's going on at home, not just what's going on in the classroom. We care about those next decisions that you're going to make after high school as well, and what we can do as your school to provide you with, access to the necessary scholarships or the necessary programs that you're interested in as a student. So I definitely believe that this high school prepared me personally for life, in a sense. And I would definitely love for each and every student and each and every parent who's interested to have access to that opportunity. So once again, I just really want to state Baton Rouge Magnet High School would be the best option for you as a student, and we would love to work with you and your family.
Thank you, Mr. LaFleur. And finally, Dr. Moore, if you would share, why is this the final choice?
Well, I believe in results. And behind me on the wall, and I have another wall full of graduates from Baton Rouge High. I've been here this is my 8th year, and I've been in the system for 23 years. These have been the best 8 years of my career. I love Baton Rouge Magnet High School. And the wonderful thing is to get those emails, the social media tags of how I'm doing. Graduates that graduated 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and they have finished law school. They're in medical school. They've opened up their own business. And that's just great to see. And that's just a testament to this great environment, from administration to our teachers, to the students, that this is the place to go because we see positive results.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all joining us today for our first ever virtual showcase, Magnet Showcase and Open House. We are here. Don't forget that in order to apply, you must visit www.ebrmagnet.org. Again, I'd like to say thank you to our administration, Mrs. Nanette McCann, Dr. Moore, Mr. Feinberg, Mr. Hunter, as well as our guidance counselors, Mrs. Tiffany Banks and Mr. John Pierre LaFleur. It's been wonderful having you all here with us at Baton Rouge Macon High School today, and we look forward to all our applications next Monday on October 5th. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Fortenberry, for doing this.
Thank you.